Good morning. Anyways, yep, this is what I am making today. Champagne. Let's see, it's a series, 3 different types. I don't know, maybe I should put it down here like that. There you go. 3 different types of products made with champagne. And I'm going to pop the cork, and it's going to be the very first time that I do that because everybody else has done it for me, so I have no idea. So, the 3 different types of products, I got it written down because I just got in here before Danny got dropped off at school. Glenn's home for his 36-hour restart, so he took them. I'm going to make champagne infused body fluff or cream, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to make body lotion. And I'm going to make CP soap. Yep, cold process soap. So, I hope you enjoy this. It'll be an adventure. Well, today it's not soap, but you get my drift. So let me see if I can open up this bottle. And then I'll get busy and we'll get this everything together. Hopefully. A little cold in here, so I got my little work jacket on. But when I get ready to make all this, it's not going to be on because the slaves. Alright, I think you just peel this part. I got this out of the way because everything else is bleached and ready to go. Except for Patty. Okay, now it says twist to open and twist to reseal. We don't want to reseal, but we want to open. And we better not have it towards us because I don't know what in the world's going to happen. So, here we go. I hope I'm doing this right. But, okay, I don't know. Please don't pop. Maybe not. Maybe it's just got, oh, see? That's good. Oh, it did. Anyways, my first time. Voila. So, I don't know. I don't like drinking champagne, but my lovely daughter got this for me. So it was free. And I'm going to make champagne products with it. She thought I was crazy. Raya, here we go. I forget. I think this was under $5. She knows anyway. So I will bring you back when everything is ready. Okay. Just going to walk you through it just because this old hillbilly is not conventional. Haha. Anyways, I took my bubbles and I weighed it out, and instead of distilled water I used aloe vera juice because of the alcohol. It just gives it, I don't know, just a really nice feeling when you make lotion or cream or whatever. So I added them to here together. Then I just warmed it up in the microwave, probably for about a minute. And I just stirred a little bit to get some of the bubbles out. Doesn't matter, and that's why I'm not conventional. I'm a hillbilly and been doing this for a long time. And you just don't need to boil it off. This formula that I got, I think, is from Brambleberry. I'm not sure because it's been a while, but I tweaked it a lot, so, because I'm just, you know, me. And I think the biggest thing was just being able to use the champagne. So, these two are combined. You can go over there and, you know, tweak it. I think it's Brambleberry. And make it yourself. The oils that I'm using is extra virgin olive oil and sunflower oil because it has the vitamin E in it, so it's packed really good. Okay, for my, for making it an emulsion, which is taking water and oils and keeping it all together like if you were making mayonnaise. So I better just get through this so it's not a very long video. Of course, stearic acid. My emulsifying wax is silky and soft. And I think this formula called for 1.9 ounces of e-wax. So I used 1 ounce of this, and I always use cetyl alcohol. I think I'm saying that right, but you've heard me talk about it before. With them all combined together, I don't have to worry about anything separating, even if it's temperature, you know, you get a little bit of hot, a little bit of cold, or whatever. So this is the 9 ounces. I mean, 0.9. So 1.9. That's what I did in that one. And let's see. Of course, Elatone. Yes. That is in, well, let's see. Yep. Elatone. I have, the dark part is wine powder. Very good for your skin. Anyways, it's a 5%, and I got that at Nature's Garden. And it's resveratrol extract powder. It's wine powder. Yep, take wine and they dry it, and I'm sure it's, you know, it's easier for me to buy that than for me to make it. And yes, you can make it. Okay. So I have my Elatone, I have my urea. I got that from Lotion Crafters. And always read. It's not flammable. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be adding it into my liquids. All the rest. Shea butter. What else? Let's see. Oh, isopropyl myristate. I always want to say straight, but it's state. Let me get you the bottle. And why in the world does a hillbilly use this? Let me tell you. It keeps it from being so greasy and oily. And there's all different kinds of sorts that you could use to do that. You could add arrowroot powder, you could add cornstarch, but I find that if I use just a little bit of that, it's not very much. Use a little bit of that in making your lotions and creams. It just works so much better. Okay, so here's where it comes different from everyone, I guess, but you've seen me do this before. My stearic acid, which is the hardest of them all to, you know, melt. And here is my e-waxes. Oh, put right in there. This is going to go in the microwave, or you could do it on the stove. And I leave my shea butter, as I said before, when this is all heated up. Okay, I am going to add all that in there too. Yep. Why do these extra steps if you don't have to? Another hillbilly philosophy. But it works for me. Okay. And of course we're going to have our Optifin. And I got that right here. And the fragrance I mixed. You know how I do that. Smells pretty good. I usually use, when I make stuff like this, is if I have a fragrance oil that I wanted to test or whatever, and it was under 200, you know, flash point I always use it in this instead of, you know, making soap or something that's hot. I'd say it was soap. So, got all that set. Here is my extra virgin olive oil and my sunflower oil. Voila! Sticking that in the pot too. And it doesn't take very long, but since I'm demonstrating this, it just takes a little bit longer because I'm a yakking. We have beautiful weather for Iowa, and it is almost March, so why am I surprised? It's going to be in 40s today. Of course, it's cold at night. Yeah, that's warm for Iowa. Okay. And of course, everything is bleach water and soap, and also my 91% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Okay, did I say enough? All right, so let's get it in spurts into the microwave and get this all melted so we can get started making this beautiful thing. Let's see. Also, I am going to add a little bit of mica powder, also from Crafter's Choice. They had a sale, so I wanted to try different types. You know how I love my gold. All right, bring you back. Alrighty, didn't take, I think, maybe 4 minutes. And so everything is melted. So now we stick in the shea butter. And one thing I've noticed, just being open the doors, and talking to different customers coming in and people just coming off the street that are in McGregor just to say hello. I always like to pick people's thoughts, their brains. And they noticed that I had a lot of samples that you know, in a small quantity that you can buy and try. And I like it because you don't have to buy a big old bottle thinking that you're going to like it, and you do like it, even if you did a little test thing, but you get home and you're not going to use that big old bottle. So I try to keep it down to 4 ounces for, you know, the regular size, and always giving samples. So since this is like a cream, a body cream, so I'll be putting it in them. And I don't make a lot, like, well, I have my 8-ounce jars because I know with creams and things like that, people like the 8 ounces. But also, you know, with the sample. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're online, sometimes I think, like I said before, I put it in something, then when an order came in, then I would fill it so I'm not constantly having all my jars taking up space. But when you have a brick and mortar, you gotta have something out there. And so I make sure that I have samples and things like that. So, alright, I think my shea butter is finished. And what you see on the sides right there, I don't know if you can see too well, but that's the wine powder. So, let's get started on this part. Get just a little bit going here. just want to get to, you know, that it's sticking together, and you know that we have to get it cooled down. And no, I'm not taking a temperature, but I know that I try my best with the Optifin. It says 140, but I go 120, and I'm so used to just, you know, doing the hand check thing. So you don't have to follow everything I'm doing, but I'm just trying to give you an alternative that it wouldn't take very long. So really, this would probably be under 10 minutes to make the whole thing. Didn't take very much to weigh it out and all this stuff. The cooling part is going to be the longest. A bit of bubbles in there I did not want. I guess making this for you, it isn't a class, but I think you always get curious about how I do things unconventional. As you can see, I didn't have to heat up this and boil it down. And no, there's nothing wrong with that. Do what you feel comfortable doing. Even with the beer or whatnot, if you're going to add, if it's going to be 100%, I'd probably keep it overnight and let it, you know, air out and get flat. But I still wouldn't boil it. You can, and I have. There's no right way or wrong way. Okay, if you got a good emulsifying, or an emulsifier, I should say, a bonding agent, you don't have to really keep, you know, keep stick blending it. Now we're just waiting for it to cool down, and I usually do about 10-15 minutes. If you want to just walk away, go do something else. And like I said, the cool down part is, you know, the longest. So I will add my mica powder, and I will bring you back when this is cooled down. Thanks. So I'm going to add the mica. I think what I'm going to do is, after I mix it up, I'm going to put it in this when I weighed out my oils. So that way it'd be easy to pour. Patty, what are you thinking? And I'm thinking about you, Renee. I got the apron on. I think about all you guys. I'm telling you, Mama Hen, as we all know, she's just a special apple in our eye. Okay, let me get this mixed up and see. It's got like a creamy color anyway, so. Alright, no bubbles, Patty. I'm going to add a little bit more, I think. Just want it a golden hue, even though that's blush champagne. Uh-oh. I hear someone coming. All right. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
It's my son. Hang on. Okay. I put it in there. And Tater's whining because, and Jeremiah's here. She loves him. I don't know why. But she does. Okay. Yeah, so that is time for my fragrance. So I'm going to add that in there. And I am going to add my icy purple Mare Steak. I'm going to say straight again, but I didn't. And the Optifin will be the last. Ooh, does that smell good? I think I mixed, not copper tone, but it was something, you know, like that. And then I added Tuscan wine to it too. I don't know if I put a little bit of floral in there. I don't know. I can't remember what I mixed it. Shame on me. And as you guys know, I don't sit there and stick blend it to death. I just want it to cool down. And it is. And you see those little specks. I don't know if you can see that, but that is the wine powder. And I took off my gloves. And I, when I poured it in here to see if it was gritty, nope, it's not. So I have a little bit of specks in there. What the heck? Alrighty. I'll bring you back in just about 3 minutes. Okay. Jeremiah's bringing in, he gave me a table and some chairs, and I'm gonna put it in here for when we hold classes or other sorts. So anyway, here's my Optifin. Last to go in. What I love about Optifin, as you know, of course, is the only preservative that I use so far, and I just never got away from it, is because it also is emulsifier. So there you go. Now at this time, if you wanted to take and put a little bit, you know, of this, you know, like on, you know, a surface or something, let it get cool, or a little plate or something like that, to see how you like, if it's too fluid or liquidy or really, really thick, then you can adjust it this time accordingly. But I know this is going to be okay, so we are going with the flow, that's for sure. And I think I'll just put that one in there. And let me pause you for a minute, because my son is probably has to go out to work, and I want to visit with him just for a second. Okay, he's just relaxing in the chair with the dog. So, I think you guys can all see this. Just pour it in there. Ooh.
What you make?
What am I making?
Yeah.
I'm making body cream, or it's called fluff, but...
Fluff?
Yep.
That's when a girl farts?
No. Jeremiah.
That's what you said.
That's not that kind of a fluff.
Oh, okay. Just
Is
making
it
sure.
fluff? Yeah, body fluff. I don't know why they call it that, but...
She called it like a woman fluff.
If you don't stop, I'm going to have to delete. You better knock it off right now. Of course, this isn't a kid show, so everybody... Probably Patrick is having a fun time, and a few others. The rest of them are just going to smack you. Yeah, always want to get samples. I think that just is beautiful. This one right here, thank you, Renee. I use for them, it's like a trial, not a sample, a trial that they can use. And let's get a couple more of these done. I always put out extra because you never know with your mom. And let's do 1 4-ounce. Maybe I can get, yep, it will be starting to thicken up. Maybe I can get 2 4-ounces. Well, what do you know? That's not going to do. So you know what I'm going to do? Probably nothing. No. I don't want to waste time there.
I'll drink it.
You're going to drink it? No. I need something. Let me pause you guys. I'm going to get something just for me. Okay. I'm going to wipe that out.
Was that alcohol?
Yeah, 91. Since these were already...
That doesn't, the alcohol doesn't mess up the smell of
No,
it?
it evaporates.
Oh, it evaporates.
Yeah. That's a good question, though.
I always thought it had some kind of chemical
No.
craziness
It
of calculus
evaporates.
of geometry or some kind of
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can call it completely natural, but... Oh, yeah. That is so cool. Let's see. I get a little bit more in this one. And a little bit more in this one. And the rest in there. So, I will bid you adieu to everyone out there watching No Hillbilly. And then this will cool and then I will cap it. But see, it's already cooling, huh? Oh yeah, good stuff. Bye-bye. Stay out of trouble. I'll try to, but I know Jeremiah lost cause. Love y'all.